Okay, this text, Galatians 5:17. I want us to just start with the text in the Koine Greek. Those of you who have been studying, working on your Greek using blueletterbible.org, you'll enjoy this. Those of you that did not realize the implications of the inflectional morphemes, the kind of action, things like that, you'll enjoy this as well. This is the Apologetic and Outreach Ministry of Landmark Missionary Baptist Church in Jacksonville, Arkansas. It's language based. So when we take Galatians, there we go, 5:17, you can go ahead and just get started as like I'm trying to do up here because I need some room. That's for, this is the word thee, and then we have sarx. That's flesh. So for the flesh, and it has a word epi and theme. There we go. So you can see those. There's the prefix preposition. Now you remember the prepositions were once adverbs. So if you want to word this out, you can just put fully craving. That way you show the present indicative active. Fully craving and kata, that's a preposition, down with the genitive, so down. And then we're looking at our word for the flesh is completely craving down, and that's the spirit, which in this case we have two, and then pneumatos. There, two pneumatos. So the spirit. And we'll check this out in just a minute. Two pneumatos. But, it says but, and then you have the spirit, the, and then pneuma, like in pneumonia, pneuma, the spirit. There we go. And you can supply this epitheme. That's what goes here. So the spirit, and we have a repeat of this epitheme. Theme, same situation, is fully craving down, kata. Now the flesh, but it's genitive, and you'll have to check me out on this. Yeah, there we go. And that, well, you can check that. So it's fully craving down the flesh. And I think we have tauta. That's these things. There we go. And then we have a postpositive conjunction for these things are, here's this word, notice that, anti, K-tie, there we go, let's just stay with it. So this is like anti, placing, positioning, opposing, so are opposing. And then here's that reciprocal pronoun, ale, lois, one another. There we go. They're opposing one another. So he's made it very wordy, explained it now. He says, for these things are opposing one another. And now he goes into the purpose in order that, you can look that up, in order that, and we have if, and then he has this relative pronoun, neuter plural, if which things, and then we have this strange negative particle here. It's not may for emphasis, it's just may. So let's write that there, may. So I'm going to go ahead and put lest here, lest. Okay, if which things, and then we have this present subjunctive, the lay te. If which things you all might always be desiring. There we go. Yeah. Yeah. In order that if which things you all might always be desiring, then we have to add then because we have an if. So you have the if here, if then here. Then I think we have tauta again, tauta, these things. Now that I'm not sure. I'm maybe just interposing that. Then poi ate. Yeah, you all might always be doing. Now, but for that, now let's stop. Those of you that are actually trying to use Koine, learning to use it, you're really not honing your craft if you don't try. First, try it. So let's look and see. And you have your little language app online. You can just look at that right there. Now let's check ourselves out. Yeah, so Tauta's there. Okay, good job. I have to encourage myself sometimes. It's hard to find people that appreciate even the efforts that can be made. So let's look and see. It says, okay, for the flesh is completely craving down to pneumatos, got it. But the spirit is completely craving down the flesh, good job. These things are opposing one another. Yeah, now I got that out of order. Yeah, the reciprocal pronoun came before this, but word order is psychological, not grammatical. In order that if which things you all might always be desiring, then you all might not always be doing these things. There. So where's the problem now that we used our language? Where's the problem with the warfare between the spirit and the flesh? Well, it was preventive, lest, notice that, if which things you all might always be desiring, then you all might not always be doing them. So were it not for the warfare between the spirit and the flesh, that which things we might always be desiring, then we would otherwise, without the warfare, always be doing those. So I hope this helps you. Use your Koine. Take one text, for example, like this, and start reading your Koine text. Use your app. You can enlarge the print, the font, that is. There's Reader, Greek New Testament readers. The Textus Receptus is on blueletterbible.org. You can actually print that out. But take a text, write it out, word it out, follow the kinds of action, the inflections. Notice how this really helps and it prevents people from being exasperated by not understanding the value and benefit of this warfare between flesh and spirit. Was in order that it was preventive, lest if which things you all might always be desiring, then these things, or then you all might not always be doing these things. Yeah, let me check that out. One more moment here. I don't know if I left out a... There we go. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, if which things you all might always be desiring, then you all be doing them. So it prevents that. It prevents us from always doing that which we might always be desiring. So you have a blessed day. Enjoy this lesson.